Hey guys, Brito here. Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Here we are for a full teardown rebuild of the Bolt Atlanta or the El Camino, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to rip this whole thing apart. I've grinded a lot. I didn't quite get a high enough level, and every time I've went to do certain missions, it's just full of bugs. So what I've done is, unfortunately, I have cheated just to gain experience points, but not money. So the money we have up the top there is our money, but I have, as I said, I have cheated, yes, to just gain experience points. That's it. So pretty much what we're going to do now is just completely strip this car down, and then we're going to try and fix as many parts as we can, and then rebuild the bad boy. Take the whole door off. That takes everything apart instead of us having to do bits and pieces at a time. Take the trunk off. The rear bumper, the license plate should come with it, hopefully. Not that, the whole door. Good start. There we go. That's a body stripped. I might just quickly grab the wheels off. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the wheels yet. I want it to sort of look like a drag car, so not sure if we'll be able to click on the other wheel. There we go. To get all these wheels off. Don't have a great deal of money, but we should have enough to rebuild this thing. Can't remember what it was worth before we started ripping it apart. 23,000. So we didn't pay too much for it, I suppose. Let's get some stuff from the engine bay taken out. Radiator. Get the battery out. I'm thinking we're going to have to get underneath to take this gearbox out. So what I might do is, while we're here, might as well just quickly grab the mufflers off on our way down. Get the drive shaft, there we go. Can't quite reach, so I have to move back a little bit. Rip the starter out. Not sure, no, we can't get them. Oh, we can. I thought we'd have to get them from up top, but no, that's all good. So the gearbox will come out. We should be able to pull the motor out. So the last thing we'll do is the motor before we go putting it all back together. We're probably going to have a fair few missing parts as well, so that's something that we're going to have to look at. Let's make sure we drain the engine oil just in case. Nothing in it. Never mind. So let's drop this back down. Grab our where's our engine hoist? All the way over here. We can move equipment back to car lifter A. We can pull out the engine. Good. We can move that back over there. We can put the engine up on the crane. And they've finally fixed it. Thank God for that. Actually, I haven't actually had a look at interior detailing toolkit either, to be honest. Battery charger, I haven't looked at that yet. Toolbox, welder. I'm not even sure what the welder does, to be honest. I'm assuming it fixes body parts, but let's move it to car lifter A and see what we can do. I don't think it's going to help us do anything at the moment. Sure you want to prepare the bottle end for $1,000? Why not? Move it back to where it was. Move equipment. Let's move it anyway. So I'm not sure exactly what we've done, but it's repaired it. Car's not worth nothing now because we've stripped it. Let's interior mode. Let's get rid of these seats and steering wheel. Oops, wrong button. Let's go back to normal mode. Might as well, while we're here, go to home. We'll go to the interior shop. So we can put any sort of front seats in as long as they're not bench seats. So RX-7 seats, no, maybe not. Seat Atlanta. I want something a little bit more modern. How about leather seat D? That looks pretty good. Even leather seat A. Let's buy 2 of those. Let's have a look at a steering wheel. I'd like something modern, something pretty cool. Steering wheel 8 looks okay. That's something different, isn't it? Steering wheel M3, like a race wheel. Let's go for this one. Why not? Go interior, put in parts, put in these leather seats, and put in this other steering wheel. There we go, done. Steering wheel does disappear though until you go into. Actually, it's completely disappeared. Anyway, let's go look at our inventory. Down the bottom, so I should be able to. Well, I'm thinking I should be able to repair. Oh, okay, we can't repair everything. Thought we would have been able to repair everything, but obviously we can't. We can't even repair exhausts, clutch bearings, flywheels. Can't do the seats and stuff. I assume we have to do that with the oops, not that. Like the interior cleaner sort of thing. I'm not sure why we can repair some things but not others. Anyway, let's get him back up in the air. So I have a full list of parts anyway, so I can pretty much, we can just strip this whole car down and buy everything we need. Brand new. Let's get the outer tie rod off first. Take the wishbone shock absorber out. I'll take the inner tie rod off. Bottom arm, top arm. Oop, no, cover, and the steering knuckle. There we go. We really shouldn't be able to take this off until we've taken all this other stuff off. But anyway, it's just my personal opinion. It's obviously holding everything together at the moment, holding it to the chassis, but well, it was. Might not be now. Try and grab hold of this bearing. There we go. Wheel hub off. Grab the wishbone shock absorber off. Want the outer tie rod first. Inner tie rod can go. Steering rack. Sway bar. Bottom arm. Knuckle housings. That's the front end fully stripped. Let's head down to the rear now. I have to take these leaf springs off first. Oh, if we can get it. Spring U-bolts. Leaf spring there. We need to take out these bearings. Bushings even. I don't know why I'm calling them bearings, but take that off. Oop, that off first. Take off the brake drum, brake shoes, cylinder, solid rear axle drive, little hub 4. Might as well grab the fuel tank while we're here before we head back over this other side. Oh, you're going to grab the U-bolts. Still, the camera's still annoying. I wish you could actually change it so it didn't zoom in and out. I think I've said that 1,000 times before, but anyway, it's very frustrating. Some people might like it, so they can leave it in there. Just give us the option to turn it off. It'll be great. Okay, that's it. That's the whole car, pretty much completely stripped down. So what we're going to do is quickly go through and just repair as much as we can. We should be able to repair everything because we're got a high enough level. But what I'm going to do is go. Actually, we're going to have to pull these shocks apart first. Separate these ones. I'm not sure what we're going to do with tyres. I was thinking maybe 14s on the front and 18s on the rear or something like that. Yeah, not exactly sure. Get these parts off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell absolutely everything. And then we're just going to buy everything brand new. I know we've fixed majority of the stuff, but I wish you could just do sell or sell junk, but you can't just sell all, can you? Much better if you could just sell all. Okay, that's all that done. So what I'm going to do now is quickly fucking come back into Car Mechanic Simulator. Okay, so I'm going to come back in to the parts shop. I'm going to grab. So you want a fuel tank, fuel pump. I'm going to work on front end. So let me quickly. Just need to quickly move the screen a little bit. Where are we? There we go. Going to go front suspension cross member E. That's what we need. We need steering rack. Yes. Okay. We need 2 inner tie rods. 2 outer tie rods now. Gonna need double wishbone shock absorber. We need 2 of those. We need front shock absorber cap. Yes. We need front spring ×2. Front sway bar B. Sway bar front end link B ×2. We go for front steering knuckle C ×2. Front axle knuckle cover ×2. Bottom suspension arm ×2. There we go. Upper suspension arm ×2. Front wheel hub ×2 as well. I'm gonna have to go wheel hub bearing ×2. Wheel hub cap ×2. We have to go brake. So 2 lots of brake pads, of course. 2 new calipers. 2 new caliper cylinders. And 2 brake discs ventilated. So that's the front end done. So let's while we've got him up in the air, let's get the front end put together. Actually, we're going to need bushings and stuff too, aren't we, before I forget. But we'll get together what we can get together first. So inner tie rod, put the outer tie rod on. Put the bottom suspension arm. Actually, we need rubber bushings, don't we? Okay. Let me quickly have a look. We need rubber bushings. We're going to need 12 in total. And we need 4 small ones. There we go. So that should be everything we need now. So bottom suspension arm. Yes. And the upper suspension arm. Obviously, we're not going to be able to put the shock absorber in yet because we need to do that separately over the shock stand over there. So we'll get as much put together as we can, I suppose. That's pretty much it for this side. Front wheel hub. We want the wheel hub bearing. Brake disc ventilated. Wheel hub cap. Brake pads. A new caliper with a new cylinder. Don't have any rims yet, so let's head over to this side. Can't really see much. Let's move over. There we go. Front steering knuckle in. Outer tie rod might as well go on now. Bottom. Huh? Where did they go? We only buy one of each. Maybe. Bottom suspension arm. There we go. Upper. Sorry, I can't type. I forgot to turn my light on before I started recording, so it's hard to see what I'm doing. Let's go around the other side. Heart mounts. There we go. Must have only brought one instead of getting two. Need the upper suspension arm, of course. No, we did buy enough bushings, didn't we? Maybe not. Rubber bushings. So we're gonna have to get another 6 then, I guess. Might as well, anyway, in case we need them somewhere. We need rubber bushings for the cross member and stuff, so we still don't have enough. Let's go back in. Rubber bushing, let's just grab another 10. I don't need that many, but let's just do it anyway. Let's put these rubber bushings in. So I know we're going to need some more for the rear end, but let's head on over. Front axle knuckle cover on. Wheel hub on. Wheel hub bearing. Wheel hub cap. I'm going to put the rotor. Pads. Caliper. How do we not have calipers? Frustrating. Brake caliper. Grab one of those and grab another one of those just in case. I'm sure I pressed 2 on everything, but we might have missed something. If we've got extra parts, it doesn't matter because we can. No, I don't know why I brought the rotor. Anyway, we can always sell the things that we don't need. So that spring getting put together. Bloody hell, missing everything. Front shock absorber cap, thank you. Let's just quickly stick this one in while we're waiting. Let's grab this one out. Stick this one in the other side now. Beautiful. Let's try and head down the back. We did get a fuel tank and we did get the pump, so we can put those straight in. Let's have a look while we're here. Go back. We'll go and look at some rims. I was thinking we need like a drag style rim, so something along these lines. That'll do, I think. So the fronts, we don't want 12s, we want maybe 14s. I'm still not sure what ET means, to be honest. So we want 14s on the front, and for the rear we want maybe 18s. 14s on the front and 18s on the rear. We're going to go for race slick B, so 14s on the front, 2. Let's go 205s. 18s on the rear, 2. We're going to go as wide as we can, bigger profile as we can. It's a lot of money. I've been having issues buying tyres, so 14, there we go, put them on. They don't look too bad. The other 14s. See, we brought 2 tyres and yet we still don't have them there, so I think there must be an issue with the game. 14 205s, done. Pretty sure it's taken our money. Let's have a look, inventory. Let's go down. Now it's there as well. Just get rid of that, okay. We still need, we're going to need another 18 as wide as we can, and profile 65, and we did buy 2 of those and we did actually pay for 2, so I have no idea what is going on at the moment, to be honest. We can sell that because we don't need that. Might have missed that part actually. Let's just weigh these up. Let's have a look. Did we miss? We did, lucky. Put this in. We're a little bit short on money at the moment. It's because of these bloody tyres. Get this one off. We'll rebalance. We'll balance one of the smaller ones. There we go. So we can go and stick it on the front and see what it looks like. Gonna need to get a little bit of money. I think might have to go for a quick run to a barn somewhere and find some parts and then come back, I think. Let's grab the other 14. There we go. Head around this side, we'll just stick this one straight on. Actually, that's not what we want. We want, yeah, the 14. Thought I had the 16 selected, but I didn't, thankfully. So we'll take that off now. The unbalanced rim on. Put this tyre around on the other side. Is that the right tyre? I think it is. Has to be, doesn't look massive. So there we go. Now we're going to have to get the rear end done, so I'll quickly head back in and just move the screen a little bit. There we go, rear end. So let's make sure we get all the parts we need this time. I swear we're buying things and it's not actually yeah, getting us to do it. So that, we want 2 of those, 2 plates, we want 4 of those. Rear shock absorber B, rear axle knuckle housing B. We need solid rear axle drive by 2. Need wheel hub 4. There we go. We need 2 of those while we're here. Drum wheel cylinder. We need brake shoes times 2, and 2 brake drums. So hopefully that's all the parts. Well, we've still got a little bit of money in the bank, so we should be okay. The axle knuckle housing's in. We'll put the shock absorber on first. And over that side, do the same. Axle knuckle housing on. We'll put the leaf spring in. Plates. Both ear bolts. Small rubber bushing. That's why we needed the 4 for the rear. Obviously didn't calculate enough for the front. Let's grab the leaf spring on this side. Let's go and have a look. Puts leaf spring plate on, and then both U-bolts. Small rubber bushing. 4 on. Put our drum wheel cylinder on. Rear axle housing. Need the brake shoe and the brake drum. We can put our tyres on, but we'll head over to this side first. Drum wheel cylinder, solid rear axle drive, brake shoes, brake drum. There we go, and we got other tyre off yet? Not yet. So they might not even be big enough, these rears, but we don't want to go monstrous on the rear, so it doesn't look too bad, I suppose. I'll have to put them on and move it, sit it on the ground and see what it looks like. They're tucked up into there nice. Let's move it to the entrance A. Yeah, they're tucked up there nice. They're probably maybe a smidgen too big, but I think it looks pretty cool. We don't have any body parts yet, do we? No, okay. That could be the next thing we do, but I think that's going to probably take all our money if we do all the parts for it. Go back. Body shop. We want just the Bolt Atlanta. That's it. Yep. So one of each of everything. Got a lot of money left. Assemble mode. So front fender. I don't know why I've got extra parts. There's definitely something going on. Still got bugs galore in this game for some reason, and it's frustrating. Not sure what the hell is going on. We want to take that off. I want to get that off. That's why. Okay, it's not on. Good. Assemble mode. The rear window in. Trunk in. Some things we've got double parts, other things we don't. I don't know. I have no idea why. So that's the car fully done. Except for the engine, of course, and gearbox, but we can move the car quickly to the paint shop. So I didn't really think of a colour that we could paint the car, but unfortunately you can't paint the rims or anything, which sucks. But let's quickly save game. What's that? Paint part. Oh, okay, so maybe be able to paint parts, different parts. Chameleon, pearl. What's a factory color? You want to go like that. I want to go metallic, matte, metallic. Well, we could red or purple. Nice dark metallic purple would be pretty cool, I think. That'll do. Let's paint it like that. Doesn't look too bad. Nice and pretty. Okay, let's move it over to car lifter A again. Jump out. Now let's look in our inventory. We've still got, I don't know why we've got so many parts again. Oh, we don't need any more of these bushings, so we can sell all these, try and get some money back. That's how she's going to look once she's finished. Very nice. Beautiful. Now let's quickly get this motor stripped down, shall we? Get belts off. Come on, that button. You want to get the water pump pulley off, crankshaft pulley off, water pump. timing cover. Might as well. It wasn't what I was going for, but we'll get it. It's annoying how the camera moves every time you go to click on something. We don't want to get that out yet. Need to take off our alternator. Take off the ignition coil. Let's try and get up to the top. There we go. Still got that annoying shine and everything. The graphics are on ultra, but still the shine is just unbelievable. Let's go clip B. I don't know if we have another clip around the other side. I think we're one short. We are, so that's fine. Take the head cover off. Hopefully we're going to have enough money to buy everything to fix this bad boy. So let's go spark plugs first. Take the head off, or the exhaust I should say off first, and then start taking this head apart. Valve push rods out as well. I'll take these rocker arms off. Hopefully you guys like the colour of the paint. It's just sort of random colour. I thought about doing a matte black, but purple's just a little bit better. Pretty nice. Take this other rocker arm off as well. There we go, heads off. Go around the other side and start taking things off as well. Spark plugs. Rocker arms. It's frustrating. It's still annoying, very annoying how it zooms in and out. It was so much quicker to pull this thing apart. It didn't zoom in and out like this. You have to wait for it to zoom back out before you can actually click on the next item. It's very frustrating, but anyway. Slowly tearing it apart. Push rods out. We're going to take the exhaust manifold off. Take the head off as well. There we go. We need to get out of this and we need to rotate. Let's take off the rod caps. Take off the crankshaft caps as well. Slowly pulling it apart. Even doesn't even have an oil filter on it. Just noticed. There's no way this thing would have ran anytime soon. Beautiful. Let's see if we can take the con rods out from below. Pistons, I should say. Come on. Ooh, take the camshaft out. Ninja block. That's it. Completely stripped. Righto. So let's go and fix everything we can. Not everything's even there to fix it, so it's frustrating that you can't fix everything, but anyway, we'll just sell everything. And then we'll go through and actually see if we can just sell junk. Nothing. Go through and buy everything we need, of course. We've got a little bit of money, so let's I quickly need to go back and just move the screen a little bit. There we go. Come back in. Righto, let's start off buying everything we need. Right, in the parts we need engine block V8 OVE. There it is. Done. We need camshaft V8 OVE. We need a crankshaft as well. Crankshaft. Where are we? V8 OVE. Crankshaft pulley V8 OVE. Crankshaft bearing cap. We need 3 of those. I'm just going to do individual just to make sure. We need to go piston. Conrod, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 of those as well. We need rod cap. Of course, we need 8 of those. We need oil pan. V8 OVE. Is that right? Yep. Cam gear. We need a cam gear. Probably should have bought that first or before. V8 OVE. We need timing chain. V8 OVE. Timing cover. Where is it? Timing cover V8 OVE. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Engine head times 2. You can spell it right. Engine head times 2. We need V8 OVE, of course. I think that's fine. It doesn't matter which one we've got. We'll need valve push rods. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 of those, of course. Rocker arm, we need 16 of these. Rocker arms. We need engine head cover. V8 OVE. Engine head cover A, V8 OVE. Engine head cover B, V8 OVE. We need some sparkies. We need intake manifold, 1 carb. We need a carby, 4 barrel. Yep, we need round air filter, round air filter base, round air filter cover, ignition, we need an ignition distributor, coil B, cap, rotor, ignition wires V8, we need clip B times 2, we're getting close to running out of money. Water pump V8 OVE. We're going to be so close. I don't think we're going to have enough money. Alternator. We haven't got a gearbox yet either, so it's going to kill us. Water pump pulley. We brought the water pump yet? Did we have? Okay. So power steering pump. Power steering pump. V8 it is. Okay, we need serpentine belt. A V8 OVE and B V8 OVE. Need oil filter V8 OVE. Radiator, fan, V8 OVE. Where is it? There. Need fuel filter, brake servo. We need radiator cap C. Oh, we're going to be so close. Fuel filter. I'm not going to be able to get a brake servo or a battery, I don't think. Nope. Brake servo. Not even close. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is quickly, before we do anything else, I'm going to save it. I'm going to go. We haven't got any cars here, but no. Go to our parking lot. I've got a couple of cars sitting in here, so I'm going to have to sell one of these. I don't know if you can sell directly from here or not, but I've got a bolted liner already completely finished, which I did record, but lost sound and everything, so I've had to do it all over again. Hopefully we're not going to lose sound when I edit this one. So here we go. We've got an RX-3, which, have a look, $33,000 worth. We've got the bolted liner here, which is $49,000 worth, with plates on it and stuff. Not really drag tyres, just, yeah, all finished, but nearly, well, everything's 100%, but I just haven't looked at everything yet. So we'll move that to the garage. We'll return back home, and then I'll just sell that, get out of the way. And that'll be it. Finish building our car. So we need a battery and a brake servo, and that's it for the engine. When she loads in, it's going to take a little while. There we go. So sell it for 49,000. Yes, thank you. Let's go back into our parts. Main shop. Need battery. Need brake servo. There we go. That's all for the engine bay and everything. So that'll be all done once we put this engine back together. So pop that hood. Get him ready. Put our engine block in. We can put our camshaft in. Crankshaft in. Put our pistons in. Get this bottom end done pretty quick, hopefully. Don't have enough piston rings, even though I did. See, I brought 4 pistons, 8 pistons I should say, and 8 rings, and I'm still short. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So there's once again there's another bug in this game, which is very frustrating. See, and now we still haven't got enough rings. And now one's just disappeared. Now our pistons have disappeared. So I have no idea what is going on, to be honest, and it's extremely bloody frustrating. Like, go in here and have a look. Has it got? I don't want to sell anything. But why the hell are we buying things and then not actually turning up? We need another 2 pistons now. So they've been added up the top left. There's 2 there, 2 rings. Now there's nothing. I mean, like, what the fudge? This is extremely frustrating because this is money for nothing, really. Because every time we buy them, the money just disappears out of our account. So I have no idea what's going on, but it's extremely frustrating, and it's just not good enough, to be honest. You can't release a game like this with all these bloody issues and bugs and have something like that. Something so simple and something so stupid that shouldn't be happening, to be honest. Game is still full of bugs and it's still extremely frustrating. Before I go putting any of these heads and stuff on, I probably should have actually went and had a look to see if we could paint some of these parts. And for some reason we can still put the flywheel and gearbox on while it's sitting like that. It's just completely stupid. And now we've lost the rod cap as well. Oh no, it's back again. So it's very frustrating. Let's go in and have a look, because I don't know if we can do that or not. Paint parts. No items to work with. Okay, never mind. Might just be able to paint certain parts of the car instead of actually having to paint the whole car in one. But it'll be good if it actually paint the engine different colours and stuff. That'll be like awesome. So now we need to get out of this and rotate to the left. or the right because it won't go left. Another bug. Yee for bugs. Gonna mount the engine head. The other head on. Still have to buy all the exhausts and stuff yet too, so, and gearbox stuff. Let's put the distributor on. The cap. Or the rotor I should say, then the cap. 2 clips. That's there. Put the intake manifold on. It'd be good if we could actually change what sort of motor we put in this car without having to like modify it, if you know what I mean. I know with the game that we purchased, you can actually go in and modify the cars and save them and put them in the game, but I don't know how to do it, and I'm really not interested. There should just be something in the, whether it's in the base game or DLC later on, that allows us to convert this car over, even to 4-wheel drive if you wanted to, or convert the car over, you know, to a newer model V8 with a supercharger on top, you know, or an old school V8 with a, you know, supercharger on top with butterflies and that coming out the bonnet. You know, that'll be awesome, I think, but we shouldn't have to modify it and save it back into the game however it's done. I don't know how it's done, but it's just very frustrating, to be honest. So that's all those in. Put the rocker caps on, rocker arms even. So lucky we had that other car laying around to sell some parts, because the amount of parts we've bought that haven't bloody shown up is just extremely frustrating. And I really hope that they pull their finger out and fix that sort of stuff, because it's just, as I said, it's not good enough. It's just extremely frustrating. Ignition wise, I might as well while we're there. Let's head around this side now and start putting valve push rods in. We can put the rocker arms on soon once we got all these put in. Hopefully we've brought enough. We have, unless they start disappearing like everything else has been. Get these stuck in. All the rocker arms are just about to go on. We're going to have to obviously buy all the exhaust stuff. We might as well buy it now before we go too far. So that's it. Obviously not right now, but we're going to buy it before we take this motor off. Put this fuel filter on while we're there. Put the power steering pump. Cam gear on. Timing chain. Timing cover. Water pump. Put the water pump pulley on as well. Put the crankshaft pulley on. Start putting our belts on. And our fan. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much the engine already done and finished. So I'm going to have to quickly change screens again. Where are we? Gearbox and exhaust. There we go. Going to buy the exhaust stuff we need now. So let's go exhaust. Might as well go exhaust manifold V8O. Where are we? There we go. Got to buy 2. Middle muffler. That really should have just stayed in exhaust, but anyway, middle muffler. 2 of those. We need rear muffler V8O. And front exhaust pipes V8O-C. 2 of those bad boys. Alright, let's put these exhaust manifolds on. Get this engine back into the car. Let's head around the other side. The need to get the exhaust stuff on and put our gearbox in, and then that's it. That's us done. Okay, so let's remove engine from crate, I should say. Move this in front of car lifter A. We're going to install engine. Beautiful. Then we can get that back to where it was. I'm going to quickly save it just in case you have any bloody bugs going on. Righto, put the brake servo in while we're here. Radiator cap goes straight on, great. Righto, so that's that in. Looks very beautiful, it does. Righto, let's jack him up. Obviously we still need to put engine oil in and all that sort of stuff, but we'll do that last. So we put all the exhaust pipes on. We just have to go through and grab the gearbox, and then that's it. Fully rebuilt. El Camino. Alright, so let's head back into the shop. So we need a gearbox V8 OVE. We need clutch, release bearing, pressure plate, clutch plate. Need a flywheel. Need just a normal drive shaft. And we need a starter V8. Done. Okay, let's put this bad boy back together. Flywheel in. Clutch plate. There we go. Might help if we get a little bit closer. Clutch release bearing on. Oh, no. Gearbox, thank you. Put the starter on while we're there. Turn around. Get this drive shaft in. That's this bad boy, fully rebuilt. We'll just have to get him down on the ground and put some oil in it. Let's have a look at the overview mode. Everything should be good. So the radiator cap. Oops. Let's go examine mode. Let's examine the radiator cap. Why is that? Okay. Let's unmount. Get this one off. We should have a brand new one, shouldn't we? Yes, we do. Thank you. There we go. So. Double wishbone shock absorber, rim retro, slick tyres. Why are they not like all this stuff? Oh god, people, this is very frustrating. We'll just do the tests, make sure we get everything up. We need to inspect the wishbones and stuff as well. There's no reason why it shouldn't be 100%. Like everything straight away. OBD scanner. No, I knew you wouldn't get one of those because it's not a newer car. Full fuel pressure test. Should have plenty. Beautiful. Tyre tread tester. We don't need that because there's no tyre tread anyway. Technically, plenty of thickness there, but there's not much tread. Okay, let's see if we can use it. We still need to do it anyway, don't we? Because there we go. Now let's get out of that. Let's have a look now. What do we need? Still tyres and rims. I don't know why they haven't updated. Shock absorbers, all that sort of stuff. It's frustrating. Anyway, before we get too angry, no, we don't want that. We want oil fill plug. We want to fill her up with oil. She should be good to go for a test drive now. There you go. She's chock-a-block. While we're here, let's head on in. Grab some license plates. We're going to go with New South Wales. Or we're going to go with something different. Not sure if there's no Pittsburgh. How about Pennsylvania? There we go. Why? Just because I can. We'll call it Tire Whore. Get 2 of those. Thank you. Why Tire Whore? Because I did have a burnout car once. A very old school burnout car in Australia, an old VN Commodore. I don't know why that went to that, but anyway. And that's what the license plate I put on it. Burnout Whore. Tire Whore, I should say. So that should be her good to go now. So let's normal mode. Let's move it to doorway entrance A. It's finished. Absolutely stunning car. Very, very pretty. Quickly just take a screenshot. Quickly save it just in case. Let's take her out for a test drive, shall we? Can't go to the racetrack, unfortunately. We can only go to the test track. And she runs. How good? No issues at all. Beautiful. Some burnouts. Not sure why. Maybe it's trying to change the second gear or something and it doesn't like it. Well, let's turn it around. There's too much power in it. Probably not going to steer very well, to be honest. The steering wheel looks extremely funny because it's not the original. Still not a fan of the steering. Bit of a drift. There you have it. It's a test drive. A brand new El Camino, a bolted liner. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this rebuild, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the colour, what you think about the rebuild. If you're having issues with parts disappearing and all that random sort of stuff, it's very frustrating. We know everything's 100%. So it's, yeah, as I said, it's very frustrating. I have no idea why it keeps happening. Let me know what you think of the tyres. Should the fronts be a little bit bigger maybe? I mean, they're only 14s. We could have put maybe 16s and still like lower, not as thick tyres. Similar size, similar thickness tyres, but just a couple inches bigger rims because those rears look awesome. I actually love the stance of this car. I mean, it'd be good to get the front end a little bit lower, drop it down a little bit more, but she looks beautiful. Yeah, so as I said, smash that like button, leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so to continue to follow our Car Mechanic Simulator series. Thanks for watching. It's been Brito's Gaming. We'll see you again soon.